Oh, hi, this is Aqua001 and we're back. If you remember where we left off last time, we just discovered the identity of Mr. Ethan G, so I think it's time we took this information and find out what our rabbi friend at the Beth Tikvan knows about Ethan G and find out his origins and whatnot. So we're going to go over and speak to our good rabbi buddy and hopefully find out a bit more about him. Find out maybe the circumstance of his death and see just in general what we can find out.
Yes?
So, let's consult your notes. Is Joe Jewish? I think we should ask that first.
Did Joe DeMarco ever belong to this temple?
DeMarco. That's hardly a Jewish name.
I know.
Although, it's difficult to say. As I told you, it's difficult to keep track of individual congregation members.
He was an investor in Jack Lauder's company. Does that mean anything to you?
I don't know. Should it?
No, I suppose not.
Okay, so the thing we came here to ask really was about Mr. Goldberg, so let's go ahead and ask.
I was hoping you could tell me something about Ethan Goldberg. I know he used to work here.
Ethan? Oh, what a tragedy. That man did wonders for this community. It's a shame what happened to him.
You know about his death?
Of course, I conducted the funeral service myself.
I recently found out that Ethan Goldberg and Jack Lauder did business together.
Really? I'm not surprised. Ethan offered his services to many people. He was a whiz with an adding machine. So I heard.
Okay, so I think that's everything we need to ask. Let's ask about Joe's meeting.
Do you know anything about Ethan G meeting up with Joe DeMarco?
In all honesty, I have no idea who Joe DeMarco is. So I'm afraid the answer is no.
Okay. So let's comment on the various oddities about the whole situation. So this is basically, we're getting towards the end of the game. I know it's actually quite short, that's why I thought I'd do it. So let's comment on the various oddities about the story.
Doesn't any of this strike you as odd?
Should it?
Two Jewish men, both in business together and both belonging to the same synagogue, are killed within 2 weeks of each other. A third man, who may or may not be Jewish, is nowhere to be found. There are only two connections between these three men. One is Jack's business, the other is this synagogue.
Rabbi Stone, I hope you're not suggesting anything.
I'm not.
Let me finish. People all over the world use religious communities to network and conduct business. This is nothing new. You know this, Rabbi Stone. If there is a connection, it has to do with their business dealings and nothing to do with Beth Tikva. I won't stand for our reputation being tarnished. Do I make myself clear?
As crystal.
I'm glad we understand each other. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is rather late.
I understand. I'll see myself out.
Wait, let me give you my card. Feel free to email me if you have any more questions.
Okay, so now we have his card, we can actually find out a bit more about him, because we're going to be a bit naughty here. So we're going to return to the Rabbi supercomputer and consult its database. So we're gonna look up this Zelig and see what we can find out about him. And we're also going to commit some skullduggery and hack the bastard's account so we can find out a bit more about him. So we can walk over to this terminal here. We can do a search for Zelig. So that's what we know his name is. So let's see, contact information. Here. Amos Zelig moved to New York in 1963 with his wife Carol and his dog Dodger. His dog Dodger. Hint, Dodger. Since then, he has blah blah blah, doesn't matter. So we're going to log out. We're going to look at our business card we've received in clues. So clues... Oh no, inventory even. So Zelig's card. Rabbids. So let's type in Rabbids and see what happens. Enter your password. Clue. Pet. I wonder. See, I'm a genius hacker. This was all my ingenuity to work out. So let's look through his mail. Special offer. Rabbi, I'm a bit concerned with your investor. Can you tell me about him? So we need to look through these, and eventually you should find... I can't remember, there was a specific email I was looking for. Rabbi, I just wanted to write and tell you how excellent your survey was. My friend dragged me along on Friday, even though I don't usually do the temple thing. I've already signed up, and you've got a new member. I'll be going to your temple from now on. I'm already looking forward to next Friday. See you then, Jennifer Sandman. Anyway. Oh, wow. Ethan. So we want to look at probably emails from Ethan and possibly Joe DeMarco. If we can see any emails from Mr. Joe DeMarco. Calm down. Ethan is dead. I fear for my life. Your so-called investor is demanding more interest and is threatening me and my wife. And you tell me to calm down? How could you do this? How could you get us involved with a creep like that? Don't tell me you're involved. When I think you're looking all holy and pious during Ethan's funeral service, I want to throw up. I can't even tell my wife. I'm so ashamed of myself. To think I was blinded by greed that I couldn't see beneath the surface. I was better off with Stone. He was pig-headed and arrogant, but at least he knew where he stood. Watch your back, Rabbi. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Don't think this is over. You call yourself a Jew? Jack. So yes, this is the email I was talking about. That's rather incriminating, isn't it? Obviously, Jack Lauder, didn't like Mr. Zelig. So let's see the next email. Rabbi, the police are asking me about Ethan. I told them who he was meeting, but they say it's not important. Not important? How can this not be important? Rabbi, why aren't you doing something? I'm sure he has something to do with this. What have you gotten us mixed up in, Jack? Thank you. Yeah. Everyone seems to love him. Got it. Let's see. This is another interesting message. You're certainly keeping me busy. I got your other message. I'll tell you when it's done. Okay. So, there's that. So we're going to go ahead and go to the scene of the crime. The scene of the crime being, the pub area. So we're going to go there and hopefully see if we can find anything about Mr. Joe DeMarco and, see what he has to say. Yeah, so we're gonna mosey on over this way. Go down a bit. And we're going to go ahead and head to Murray Hill, the Paddy O'Hare pub. So let's go in here and see what we can, find out about Mr. Joe DeMarco. So we're gonna head into the pub, or bar, or whatever you want to call it. And another man is entering. So I think we should speak to this gent who has just walked into the bar. Could be important. Could be very important.
Evening.
Yeah?
Ask his identity.
So what's your name?
Look, could you leave me alone?
It looked like this was the type of place where people didn't like to be bothered. Make small talk.
Nice night.
Whatever.
Make small talk.
Nice night.
Whatever.
Ask about your identity.
Do you know Joe DeMarco?
Sure I do. That's my name.
Really?
Yeah. What of it?
You're a hard guy to track down.
Well, yippee. You found me. What do you want?
Dun dun dun. Let's ask about Zelig. So we're gonna keep bothering him, until, I don't know. Oh, you will see. We'll see. Ask about Zelig.
Do you know Rabbi Zelig?
What's a rabbi?
Was he being serious? His true intentions were hidden behind those dull, glassy eyes. A ruse or plain ignorance? It was impossible to tell.
His full name is Amos Zelig.
Nope. Sorry.
Let's see. Poke holes in his story. Yeah, let's do that.
Your name comes up yet again, Mr. DeMarco. This time in several emails addressed to Rabbi Zelig.
So?
So what's the deal?
It wasn't me. It was another Joe.
Can it? Sing another tune, because I'm sick of the old one. It's enough evidence to book you if I choose to go to the police. So are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Yes. So we've gotten cornered, but anyway. Joe DeMarco gave me the once-over. His dull, pale eyes explored my face. He knitted his eyebrows as if doing some internal calculations, and then finally, he nodded.
Fine. You want to talk? Let's talk. But not here. Follow me.
It's not a good idea. It's a trap. But we're gonna walk straight into it, because we're a fucking stupid rabbi. It's not like this man is dangerous or anything, but what have we got to lose, right? We're the rabbi with a heart of steel. So we're gonna go and, follow this kind chap out.
Come on, Rabbi. We'll have more privacy down here.
Dun dun dun. This is not a good idea. In real life, go to the police. I love this bit. I don't know why. It starts to get interesting here.
You've pissed off the wrong people, Rabbi. I had no problem with you, but now I gotta kill you.
I see. You're an assassin.
I had a feeling you were smart. Your people are in this very, very deep.
My people? You mean the Jews?
A very cozy operation.
Let's see. Let's do the rabbinical response. No, actually, we're gonna be a hard ass. We're gonna give a demanding response.
Tell me about this operation. Now!
Don't think I'll be doing that. Professional courtesy. Say goodbye.
You think I'll go so easily?
Don't make me laugh, old man.
Let's see. Let's see. We need to pick one of these. Do you really think you'll get away with this?
Do you really think you'll get away with this?
I've been getting away with this since I was 12 years old.
Let's see. How does a 12-year-old commit murder? That's a very good question. The blood of countless innocents is on your hands.
The blood of countless innocents is on your hands.
The knife jetted towards my face and I swerved desperately to avoid it. I felt it prick my ear.
Trust me, nobody I kill is innocent.
Let's see. How does a 12-year-old commit murder?
How does a 12-year-old commit murder?
Same as anyone. Someone asked me to, so I did.
Let's see. We're not gonna go help police. Let's see. Do you do everything people ask you to?
Do you do everything people ask you to?
If the price is right.
Let's see. I'm not gonna offer him. Let's see. What happened to you? Why are you so angry?
What happened to you? Why are you so angry?
Stop asking me these stupid questions! I am what I am, alright?
That microphone's a bit shit that they have. It reminds me of mine actually, but considering it's a small indie game, we can't get too angry about things like that. But Joe DeMarco's microphone is all like. Not saying mine's any better, but hey, I'm not making games. Anyway, let's see. Tell me more about your childhood. Tell me more about your childhood.
Tell me more about your childhood.
The sharp steel dive bombed towards me like Judgment Day. Instinctively, I flinched. Yeah, but
Shut up!
You can fuck this up. Let's see. Why are you being so defensive? Because you can fuck this up and die, if I recall correctly.
Why are you being so defensive?
I am not being defensive.
Let's see. Are you hiding from something?
Are you hiding from something?
What? No? What the hell are you talking about?
Let's see. Are you noticing the pattern here? Always act like a rabbi. Are you hiding behind that knife?
Are you hiding behind that knife?
Well, no!
Let's see. Care to prove it? Haha.
Care to prove it?
What?
Come on. You don't need the knife? Prove it. Or are you nothing but a nebbish?
You son of a bitch. I don't need a knife to take your sorry ass. Heh. Old man, you're funny. You think your God's going to help you out of this?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But my 4 years on the B'nai B'rith Yeshiva High School boxing team will even the odds.
What the hell, man?
Perhaps you didn't hear me the first time. Now, do I have your attention?
Let me go, man.
You have two choices. You can answer my questions, or I throw you onto the tracks.
What? You're crazy.
Am I? Train's coming. Make your choice.
Fine. Fine.
Who sent you? Answer!
Zelig!
Zelig?
He's hooked in deep with the mafioso. Did you know that? He'd find struggling businessmen like your friends Jack and Ethan, and then hook them up with investors.
Investors?
Mafia investors.
He got them involved with the mob?
Yes. He got them in debt so deep they needed a tractor to pull them out. When they refused to pay, I was called in to take care of them.
So you killed Jack Lauder and Ethan Goldberg?
Yes.
I see. Well, one question remains. What should I do with you?
Just let me go.
Well,
So, we're going to show mercy, but Zelig is a fucking badass. Show mercy. But we still knocked the fucker out cold. The train clattered off into the flickering distance, and Joe DeMarco remained unconscious, but alive.
perhaps you still have some purpose to fill. I've done all I can. I've shown mercy. The rest is up to God.
But yeah, I do recommend you show mercy, and you'll find out why in a bit, as we get to the epic climax of this game. This is her house, Mrs. Lauder's house, and as you can see, no one's answering the door. A cold, sullen quiet radiated from the wooden panels of the door. Call it intuition, call it boldness, call it a plain old curiosity. I knew that, somehow that the door would be unlocked. So, let's read this
Hello?
note.
Mrs. Lauder? Rodshri? Hello? Oh no.
The interior of the apartment was a mess. Chairs were overturned, glasses were broken, and the telltale signs of a struggle were evident. This wasn't over yet. Not by a long shot. Alright, so yeah, let's read the note, see what we can find out.
A note?
Shalom, Rabbi Stone. Evidently, my associate proved unable to complete his task as he did not contact me at the usual time. I believe we have business to discuss. Do stop on by. An address on the Upper East Side followed.
Zelig.
So yeah. I could have walked away. I was getting Jack's money, I'd solved the mystery, but my conscience was clear. Yet the angry cries of a dead man screamed in my soul.
I'm sorry, Jack. As a man, I wished you all the happiness in the world. But as a rabbi, as a religious leader out of duty, I could not accept it. Can you understand? Jack! Jack! Forgive me, Jack. I'm sorry I cast you out. I'm sorry my actions sent you down this path. Get a hold of yourself, Stone. This isn't your doing.
All men have reasons for doing what they do. Some reasons are good, while others are definitely evil. But most lie somewhere in between. For once my reasons were crystal clear.
Zelig.
We're going after Zelig. We're gonna save Mrs. Lauder, and we're gonna be a fucking hero. So let's go to the Upper East Side and visit the Zelig residence. For the, conclusion of this, game. Yeah, I know, right?
Enter. Rabbi Stone, how good of you to come.
You didn't leave me much choice, Rabbi Zelig.
That's not entirely fair. You could have walked away.
I made a commitment.
And you're so good at those, aren't you?
Tell me what you want.
I only want this, Stone. You're going to walk over to the balcony. Take a nice long look at the view. Enjoy it. It costs a bundle. Then, when you've thought carefully about what brought you here, you're going to jump over the edge.
Let's see. Let's go for the direct response.
You can forget it.
Oh, really? Not even to save her life?
So yeah, the fucker's got a gun. Confrontational response.
You bargain with a woman's life? You can go to hell.
Tut, Stone. Your loyalty to this shiksa is admirable. But I have no love of either of you. I can just as easily shoot her than you and throw you both off the balcony. I'd prefer to avoid complications, but it's the same to me either way.
You think you'll get away with this?
You have no idea what you're messing with, Stone. This goes way beyond you or me.
I don't claim to see what lies beyond. All I see is a man charged with leading his people, but instead leads them to their deaths.
It's not that simple, Stone. It never is. Pull your head out of the clouds and take a look around. This is how the world works. So, are you going to jump? Or is this going to get messy?
Let's see. Let's agree. We're going to agree to jump.
Alright. You win, Zelig. You hold all the cards.
Good boy. He can be taught. Start walking.
Let's just say it's a good idea we rescued JDM. I'm just going to throw that out there. But yeah.
Now, open the door, Stone. Wait. There's one more thing.
He moved the gun off me and pointed it straight at Rashid Lauder. Let's see. Forceful reaction.
Stop! Zelig! You! You son of a...
DeMarco, you idiot! It's not enough you bungle your assignment. You show up here? Did anyone follow you?
I want my money!
You want what you deserve? Fine. What? Are you going to say he didn't deserve it?
He took a quick glance at Rashid. I couldn't help it but think a close call had been
He
made.
certainly served his purpose.
Now, move. All this bloodshed sickens me.
Okay. I got this. I got this. Let's see. Grab his gun. The bullet caught me on the left arm. The plane flared like a supernova.
Your bravado is irritating. Now, jump!
Grab his gun. We're gonna make a play for the gun again. My right shoulder exploded into a fiery furnace of pain. Black dots dotted in front of my vision as I struggled to keep
Your
focus.
capacity for pain is indeed impressive. I'm almost tempted to watch you bleed where you stand, but time is short. Now jump or die.
Stall him. We're gonna admire the view.
Can it, Stone? You're on the edge. Now die with dignity and jump.
Grab his gun. Oh no, fuck, I fucked it up.
Aren't you the brave one? I
I was
really
supposed to
hoped
stall
to
again, I
avoid
think.
this.
Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's the fail scene. So I'll show you how it's actually done. We'll skip ahead and get back to the point we were at before. Luckily the game saves. We have to watch the intro again, which is semi-irritating. Yep, we get it. I get it. I understand what's going on. Load game. Load the autosave. Load. So we have to go through this again, but I'll skip through it at lightning speed.
Enter.
Yes, enter.
Rabbi.
You didn't li-
That's not... You could...
I'm...
There we go.
Tell me...
You're taking... You're...
I'm just going to click through all of that. Rabbinical
And
response.
why would I...
How about to say...
Confrontational response.
You...
that you... But I can... I...
Yeah.
You...
Blah blah blah
I don't
blah.
all I... But it's...
It's not... It never...
Okay.
This, so...
Yes, we get it. Agree.
Alright. You...
Now
can
JDM
be
is
done.
going to save our life,
Start
and it's going to be
walking.
fantastic. That would be nice anyway, if JDM would jump in and, you know,
No.
shit. There we go. He wants us to jump off the balcony.
Wait.
Forceful response.
Stop!
Stop!
Zelig! You! You
Dimar... You...
I want...
You...
Yep, JDM gets shot in the chest. And that's all kinds
What?
of fun.
Are you going...
He's... cer-
Yep, take me onto the balcony, and I'll do
Now,
it right this
move.
time.
All this blood...
Yes, all this blood sickens you, you sick fuck. Yeah, but I think you can agree that Rabbi Stone is a bit of a badass. Grab his gun.
Your bravado is irritating now.
Oh shit.
Well, what are you waiting?
Grab his gun. Admire the view.
Just...
Yes, it is.
Oh shit.
Kenneth, you're on the edge.
Climb back onto the balcony.
Having a change. Well,
Let's see. Grab his gun. There we
your
go.
capacity. I'm almost but now.
Stall him.
No.
Climb onto the edge.
Well, what are you?
Let's see. Admire the view.
just...
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is beautiful, isn't it? Grab his gun. There we go. Weak from blood loss, I couldn't hold on to the gun. It slid out my fingers like melting butter.
You momser! You are a nothing! What's this? You think you can knock me out like some common street punk?
He was old. He was certainly not as strong as me, but those 2 bullets had taken their toll.
I am Amos Zelig! I've spearheaded the strongest Jewish synagogue in Manhattan for over 30 years. Who are you, little rabbi?
Okay, he asked me a question, so let's see. If he asks a question, we respond with a question. Who do you think I am?
Who do you think I am?
Those tricks won't work with me, Stone. I've been playing that game since you were knee-high to my tuchus. You think you can out-rabbi me?
Let's see. Why don't you just give up?
Why don't you just give up?
Why don't you just die?
Let's see. How can you face God knowing what you've done?
How can you face God knowing what you've done?
God knows more than anyone how the world works. I'm sure he understands.
Now you see that? He didn't ask with a answer with a question. So do you know what we're gonna do? Punch the fucker in the face. Let's see. Are you ready to die?
Are you ready to die?
Are you?
Is this how a rabbi acts?
Is this how a rabbi acts?
This is how the world acts.
Throw a punch. So this is basically, you've got to go this back and forth. You call yourself a Jew.
You call yourself a Jew?
You call yourself a hero?
How can anyone respect you?
How can anyone respect you?
Power breeds respect, Stone. But you've never had either, have you?
Ooh, he's good, he's good. He's doing it. But, are you ready to meet with God, Zelig?
Are you ready to meet God, Zelig?
I'll meet God in my own time, Stone. But not yet.
Oh shit, I'm not sure what I did wrong there. But you don't you know who I am?
Don't you know who I am?
Don't make me laugh. You think you're special?
Let's see. Last chance, do you really want to give up?
Last chance. You want to give up?
No. Do you want to die?
Oh, this gets annoying after a while. Is this all worth your soul, Zelig?
Is all this worth your soul, Zelig?
I'm not giving up my soul for anything, Stone. Is all this worth your life?
Oh my god. Are there others like you?
Are there others like you?
More than you can possibly imagine.
What the fuck? Do you think you can win this fight?
You really think you can win this fight?
You think you can shut up?
How can you live with yourself?
With power, respect, and money, I manage quite well.
So, throw a punch. Yeah. We've got to make sure we ask things that he can't really respond with a question. So let's see. You really think God will understand your actions?
You really think God will understand your actions?
God knows what is necessary. I'm sure he understands.
Let's see. Are you happy with this life, Zelig?
Are you happy with this life, Zelig?
Yes. Are you?
Oh, shit. Let's see. Do you really think a rabbi should act this way?
You really think a rabbi acts this way?
I told you, Stone. This is how the world is. Get used to it.
Wrong. Let's see. I ask again, how can you live with yourself?
I ask again, how can you live with yourself?
I have all the prestige and respect money can buy, Stone. I live quite comfortably.
Again, wrong answer. Throw a punch. Let's see. People really respect you after all of this.
People really respect you after all this?
I already told you, Stone. Power breeds respect. But you wouldn't know what that's like, would you?
Okay, so we don't throw a punch. How can you be happy with this life?
How can you be happy with this life?
Do you see this apartment? Do you see this view? Trust me, I am very happy with this life. Can you say the same?
Okay. Let's see. Don't you know who I... no. You really think you can win this fight?
You really think you can win this fight?
Do you think you can stop talking long enough to throw a punch?
Ooh. Let's see. I ask again, how can you live with yourself?
I have all I live.
There we go, throw a punch. You need to make sure you pick the right options in each of these. Let's see. Don't you fear for your soul, Zelig?
I fear no. Do you fear?
Let's see. Are you ready to meet with God, Zelig?
Are you...
I'll meet God, but not yet.
There we go, he didn't answer correctly. Let's see. Don't you know who I am?
You...
Don't, man. You think you're...
Let's see, I ask again, how can you live with yourself?
I have all I live.
There we go, throw a punch, and we backed him into the corner. Fuck yeah. That's
Zelig,
an interesting fight
it's
mechanic.
over. What do you have to say for yourself?
Mazel tov, Rabbi Stone. I applaud you. To have come this far, you certainly are resourceful.
Just what are you saying, Zelig?
I do remember Jack Lauder. Very well. He came into my office 8 years ago, looking to get married. It seemed that this Zionist, pig-headed rabbi was against it. Oh, the things he said about you. Imagine my surprise when you showed up in my office.
Yeah, I bet you were shocked, all right.
I've done some checking up on you. In all these years, you've never learned to make concessions.
Concessions? Concessions? The Jewish people are slowly becoming extinct. For thousands of years, we've struggled to keep our place on this planet, and you talk of concessions. As a rabbi, I do everything I can to help. And if that means refusing to conduct an interfaith marriage, then so be it. I can still look at myself in the mirror and call myself a rabbi. What are you, Zelig? You're nothing but a common criminal who consorts with gangsters and assassins.
We all have our place in the big machine, Stone. And you're just a tiny squeaky wheel. Now be a good cog and just let me go. I know you don't have the guts to throw me over.
Knock him out. We're a good guy. Rashir was still bound and gagged. Her eyes shined with relief. I quickly untied her.
So, it's over?
It's over, Mrs. Lauder. We'll leave Rabbi Zelig for the police.
You're hurt. You're bleeding all over.
It'll be okay, Mrs. Lauder.
Okay. You were shot.
It's all right, let's just get out of here.
Well, all right, if you say so.
Mr. Stone is a fucking badass. Yeah. So, I told
Are you
this was a
sure
short
you're
game.
okay?
I'm fine, Mrs. Lauder.
Call me Raj, please. After all this, I think you deserve it. But we're going to the hospital and no argument.
Sure.
אצאי מלך שמו נקרא.
The weeks sped by. Jack's bestower arrived in the mail and I was able to appease all of my debts. Thanks to the anonymous tip, the police picked up Amos Zelig before he regained consciousness. He even tried to tell them that I attacked him, but thankfully, Red Shreer testified on my behalf. Back to the grind. Another week, another Shabbos. Was anything changed for me? Not really.
Thank you, Cantor Kaplan.
Debts still pile up, but they won't be a problem as long as Jack's money holds. After that, it's best not to think about it.
Is it only in the aftermath of pain that we are justified in questioning God's fairness? Just how much pain must occur to legitimately raise the question, why do bad things happen to good people? Just how much pain?
Then it hit me.
God might not seem fair. We may not always feel connected to him. That is, we may feel lonely, and often do. Yet the underlying reality of our lives is that we are always connected, whether we feel it or not. Whether we accept it or deny it, the connection is there. And since we are connected, we are responsible. Battling for goodness is how we give our lives meaning. Maybe there are no answers. Ultimately, we may never find that elusive truth. Yet ultimately, we may find something else. Meaning, significance, and fulfillment. If so, that may be enough.
Dear God, I hope that's enough. So, I hope you've enjoyed this series. Yep, so this should be Sunday when this goes up. It's longer, this is about like 36 minutes, but I think this was a very good game, to be honest. I mean, the first time I played through it, I was shocked. Obviously, given the subject matter, it's not something I would normally be interested in. But it's just really interesting, and I would say for the price point, it's a bit short, but it's interesting. I had fun with it. I hope you've had fun with it. So this should be all up. Here are the credits. I suppose I could talk over these and find some more bullshit to say, although probably not. I'm just gonna say, this has been Ogma001, and thanks for watching.